In the sworn statement, Kong Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding on the table and told me, ito ang sasabihin mo sa statement na ito. While pointing to a paragraph on the paper, ito ang second supplemental affidavit ni Colonel Garba. Sabihin mong alam mo ang reward system, i-confirm mo lang. Would this be true, Honorable Fernandez?
Po ganyan ang pagkakasabi ko. A while ago, I was testifying in this honorable committee that itinuro ko po, yan, Colonel Grijaldo, ito. Yan, mapapatotohanan mo ba na totoo itong sinabi ni Colonel Garma? Sabi niya, hindi ho, wala ho. Right away, actually parang hindi pa nga niya nababasa, parang hindi na po siya. So, inilipat ko sa kabila. Sabi ko, itong mga ibang nandito, yan, hindi po yan kasi andun po ako sa Davao noong 2000, wala pa ho ako dyan during that time. So, yun lang po yung mga sitwasyon na nasabi ko sa kanya about dun sa supplemental affidavit. Actually, Mr. Chairman, sa una pa lang nararamdaman ko na hindi niya po i-confirm yung mga sinabi ni Colonel Garma. Actually, hindi ko na pinursue. Basically po, yung usapan, parang naging light na lang po yung moment ng usapan. At magmamanifest po yun, yung light moment na usapan namin. Because nung lumabas po siya, masaya siya. And we can even show yung CCTV na hawak po natin ngayon, na makikita natin that wala po sa facial expression niya na he was harassed.
Comsec? Sir. Yung sinasabi ni Honorable Fernandez na video clip?
Comsec floor, do you have a
Comsec.
video?
PM,
Oh, yan.
Colonel Grijaldo enters the holding room. At 7:17:59 p.m., Attorney Emericio Quilang enters. At 7:18:11 p.m., Attorney Rotsiv Comigat enters. At 7:19 p.m., Congressman Dan Fernandez enters. At 7:20:35 p.m., Congressman Benny Abante enters. At 7:35:35 p.m., Congressman Dan Fernandez and Benny Abante leave the holding room. At 7:36:14 p.m., Colonel Grijaldo exits with Attorney Quilang and Attorney Comigat. At 7:36:25 p.m., Colonel Grijaldo, all smiles, is seen conversing with Jimmy Fortaleza.
I wished it.
Sinungaling.
Thank you, Comsec. Yun pong kay Honorable Abante naman, paragraph 14 of the affidavit. Kong Abante asked me how many years do I still have with the PNP. I answered I still have 4 years before retirement. Then he made the remark, pwede ka pang maging general. I humbly responded to him, masaya na ako sa rango ko, sir. Pagkatapos nito, uuwi na lang ako at magtatanim na lang ako ng kamote sa amin.
Mr. Chair, I cannot recall, no? Pero kung yan man, nasabi ko, ako ba'y, meron ba akong karapatan na i-promote siya? Sapagkat sinabi niya ron, gusto ko siyang ipapromote. Anong karapatan ko para i-promote siya? Para lang siya magsabi ng gusto kong sabihin niya. Masyado namang akusasyon yan na kahit kailan, hindi ko ginawa kahit kanino.
Thank you, Honorable Abante. Paragraph 15. The cordial conversation between us continued. So, walang animosity. Would you agree with that, Your Honors? Na cordial yung conversation ninyo?
Well, actually, Mr. Chairman, di mo pa binabanggit yan. Kanina sinabi ko nga, after na tinanong na namin yung mga ilang provision dun sa paragraph niya, na alam ko na hindi naman tayo makakakuha ng magandang resulta dun sa confirmation ng betting, sabi ko nga, naging light na lang yung usapan. Hindi ko na alam kung ano mga napag-usapan. At, but after that, umalis na ako. Tapos sumunod na si Congressman Benny.
Pero dinagdag niya. Sa kanyang...
Mr. Chair, tama ho. Tama yung sinabi ni Chairman Dan na very cordial, very light ang usapan namin. Para mang nabibiroan pa kami dun nabanggit niya na siya magtatanim ng kamote. Hindi ba biro yun? Yung ba totoo ba yun na magtatanim talaga siya ng kamote pagkatapos na mag-retire?
Saka, in all due respect, Mr. Chairman, if I may, Mr. Chair, may I be allowed to speak? Kasi, alam niyo po, napakasama naman po ng magiging action namin if we have done something like that without the prior approval of the members of the the chairman of the Quadcom. Never na ginawa po ng bawat isa sa atin yan na meron po tayong gagawing betting ay hindi nalalaman po ng ating pong mga kasamahan. And yung pong, most especially, kung yung pong coercion at harassment na kung gagawin po namin ay mapuput into jeopardy, lahat ng ginawa po ng Quadcom. And hindi naman po kami ganun kabobo para gawin yung bagay na yon na alam namin na magkakaroon ng bad repercussion kung sakali na hindi mag-agree po si Colonel Grijaldo. And well, ako kasi medyo, basically, nasaktan po ako doon kasi nga, I was expecting that Colonel Garma, through sa mga lawyers niya, na binanggit na hindi, si Colonel Grijaldo was my parang kasakasamahan na niya before. And they were very close. And yung expectation mo na sasabihin niya doon, na kino-confirm niya, then suddenly, nawala. Kaya po ako medyo na-disappoint during that time. But of course, kasama yun, marami na tayong ganyang kausap na talagang afterwards, hindi naman talaga na-confirm. But yun na nga, nagpapasalamat po ako sa committee na to na nabigyan po tayo ng pagkakataon para liwanagin tong issue na talagang nahirapan po tayo dahil sa hindi po pag-attend ni Colonel Grijaldo.
Mr. Chair, sa totoo lang, kung siya nasaktan, si Congressman Dan Fernandez, ako naman na-offend. Sapagkat sa totohanan lang, nasa mukha ba namin na magko-coerce? Nasa mukha niya. Nasa mukha ba ni Congressman Fernandez na mag-coerce? Ako, nasa mukha ko ba mag-coerce? Tignan niyo nga po yung mukha niya. O, compare po sa mukha namin.
And the next statement is that I felt that they wanted to convince me to do what they wanted me to do. So it was the feeling of Colonel Grijaldo na kinukumbinsi niyo siya na gawin yung gusto niyong ipagawa. That was his feeling. The intention may not be that. Hindi po ba tama, Colonel Grijaldo? I-invoke mo na naman yung right mo. Tama ba yung state mo? I felt that they wanted to convince me to do what they wanted me to do.
I stand by my statement, Your Honor.
Sagutin mo yung tanong ko.
I would like to invoke my right.
Mr. Chair,
Your Honor.
may I move that we cite Colonel Grijaldo in contempt for violation of Section 11, Paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions? So move, Mr. Chair.
Second. There is a motion to cite in contempt Colonel Grijaldo for violating Section 11, Paragraph C of our Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation, and it was duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. You are again cited in contempt.
Mr. Chairman,
Is Congressman Akop done with this interpellation?
Mr. Chair, my motion needs another motion from any member of this committee because we have to determine what is the duration of his penalty and where he would be incarcerated. Mr. Chair.
Is there any motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Congressman Paduano.
while the rules of the House now with regards to Section 11, citing a resource person in contempt, the detention, no? The place of detention lies with of course, the chairman of this honorable committee. May I respectfully move, Mr. Chairman, that we will transfer, in this contempt order, I move that we will detain Colonel Grijaldo at para malapit-lapit lang sa batasan at Station 6, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Are you referring to Station 6 of the
Quezon City, Mr. Chairman. Dito lang yan sa batasan eh.
Okay,
So
so
move, Mr. Chairman.
there is a motion to detain, transfer the detention of Colonel Grijaldo to Station 6 of the Quezon City, Police Station. Are there any second? Duly seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. COMSEC, please coordinate with our Sergeant at Arms and inform the said office that Colonel Grijaldo will be transferred to Station 6 of Quezon City and serve his detention in that facility.